Sorry, y'all, I gotta think. Why do you think people look at celebrities for a role model instead of God? I feel like because that's what you see more on social media. Just think about it. How many times do you see God on social media compared to how many times you see a big celebrity living their best life? How many times? Not much. You don't really see God that much on social media. And social media, I feel like that plays the biggest role when it comes to influence in our lives. I feel like social media influences us more than our own damn parents. You feel me? So I feel like people are gonna idolize or look up to whatever they see the most. You feel me? So I would say that's why people look up to social media more than look up to celebrities more than God, you know? That's my answer. God bless you too, Gio. God bless you all. hmm Yeah, and it's sad, but that's what the impact of social media is crazy. Like to a whole nother level. Y'all wouldn't even understand. It is crazy. 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 And come on, like how many times do you pick up a Bible compared to how many times you pick up your phone to go on Instagram? Mm. How many times do you pick that ass up and go to church compared to how many times you pick up your phone to go on Instagram? Psh, I need to start going to church again too, because I haven't been to church in a while. You're right. Yeah, it's true. It's sad, but it's the sad truth. It's the sad truth. That's why maybe if we can use our platforms to, I don't know, maybe we could just throw in that, incorporate God. I'm definitely going to incorporate God when I grow my platform and stuff. Um, Maybe that could help out this issue, you know? But regardless, I still have a relationship with God personally. So I'm pretty content with that because why do you think people rather follow others than be a leader? Because it's easier. It's way easier to follow others than be a leader. Because the spotlight is never really on you when you're just when you follow others, you know? The spotlight is never really on you. And if it is on you, I mean, you're not really responsible for much if your excuse is always, hey, I'm following him, you know? When you're a leader, it's much. It's a lot more. Shout out Nipsey. I feel like if you are closer to God and talk to him like a friend, then you don't have to go to church. Um, yeah, I feel like going to church is not something that you have to do. It's not something that you have to do, but it is good to once in a while be in that environment and get away from like, just breathe a different air. Just once in a while. I'm not saying you have to go all the time, but just once in a while it's good to just breathe a different air, you know? Kind of like how we go somewhere else for vacation. It's kind of good to just cleanse yourself from this toxic air, you know? Um, why hear someone else talk about God while you can read about him yourself and get closer yourself? That's true. That's also true. But I hate reading. They be thinking that they living perfect. Nah, they got their own problems like all of us. We need God in our lives more than anything. That is so true. We don't realize that we don't realize that social media, like, everything is filtered. Like, you put out, you're basically painting your portrait exactly the way you want others to see it, when in reality That's not really how it's not really how it goes now. But on social media, everyone's painting their portrait exactly the way they want others to see it. They're taking out all the negative stuff and just putting the pretty, you know? So that's all we see. We just see what they want us to see. And we don't understand that, yo, a lot of these people could be going through real problems, like, you know, real problems, like, especially how sometimes people, idolize drugs and lean and all that, but half of these people is really like addicted to this stuff, like famous stacks, like these people have serious problems. Serious problems. You do not have to go to church. If you have the Lord, stay home. If you feel comfortable at home talking, have church. Yeah, of course you can have church at home. Because too much drama in the house of the Lord. Oh my gosh, too much gossipers. Oh my gosh, say it again. Say it again, because not everyone is going to church for the same reasons. People going to church with different intentions. Some people think it's a fashion show. Some people trying to compete with this girl who look better than this, whose boyfriend this, whose man this, whose husband is doing it. It's just a lot. I can feel you. So sometimes when, like how I said, you could go to church to escape this toxic environment, sometimes you walking right into another toxic environment, because a lot of these churches, they're just, the people disgust them. Like, come on. Thank you, bless Spotlight. Love the Lord, say amen, and pray every day. Don't pray to God if you need help or depending on him. Exactly. Do you think the end times are, let me just speak on that. Yeah, don't pray to God just when you need something, because you know what the Bible says? God helps those who help themselves. So don't just be running to God because you feel like, you need something. So let me just ask him to give it to me. You can ask for guidance, safety, and protection while you work for what you want to work for. So you can ask for that. You can ask him to help you along. You can ask him to help push you along. You can ask him when you're running from temptation and evil and you're trying to pull away from the devil. You can ask him to just give you that extra pull, but he can't do everything for you, so that's very true. Behind closed doors, some famous people are depressed. That's very true. That's very true. A lot of people think that just because you're a celebrity, depression isn't going to knock at your door, or depression is just going to walk right by you. No, depression pays visits to all of us. You feel me? Do you think the end times are here? Because a lot of preachers are saying that we're getting close. I feel like no one will ever really know when, like no one will know when. I mean, they do describe it in the Bible, but like they said the end times were here years ago. I remember my church was like saying it, and it was really scaring me. But I feel like let's just live, let's not worry, because if anything, we should be preparing as we go along, or every day, not just when we think he's about to come. We all preps up and, like, so I feel like that's not something we should worry about, And if you have your bond with him, your connection, your relationship, I feel like, it doesn't really matter it doesn't really matter, You have to help yourself first. He will be able to do for you, but you have to do something too. In the meantime, have faith and follow what you feel that you need to help with. Take that step and walk and move. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. True, and they just don't want to come out and say it because they might be scared it will ruin their reputation. Who ruin their reputation? Yes, exactly. Celebrities. Exactly. Or maybe even some of them themselves think that they're they're mm, not of higher status, because I guess they are socially of higher status, but maybe some of them think that they're a higher being, you know? A lot of celebrities probably do think that they're a higher being. You finna go by. See you in your next video. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yes, amen. But during those times, that don't matter. Just need to speak up and say something, and don't stand behind closed doors and let it happen to them. Yeah. And with that whole celebrities thing, I think they should actually speak out on their problems, because you never know who that might touch, you know? You never know who that might touch. You never know who that might touch. And I think a lot of them don't even understand